Hi everyone, this is Autopostrophe, or this is meowmurai. Let's continue our game, Baten Kaitos Origins, running on Nintendo Switch. See, to think that Baten was behind it all. Were the Empire's way so horrid that he had to do what he did? Of all the places he could have run, it had to be the lava caves. He knows the lay of the land. This isn't going to be easy. And that, Leovian, poor Alma. What kind of man would strike a lady? Okay, is there another entrance? Wait! Are you going into the lava caves? Then you should take these with you. I'm sure they'll come in handy. You can ask about that in the next room. Don't ask me to explain. Oh, that's right, I gave him the apples. That upsets his stomach. Contain 3 œufs de manche. De manche. Let's see, why are there more guards around here all of a sudden? And who's this morning minstrel they're looking for? Some kind of band? These attract flies, right? Yeah. If you guys were guarding it, how did he get past you? Oh, no. That's right, he dropped in through the hole.
この先は鉱山関係者しか通すわけにはいかん。
ちょっと、私たちはネロ様の任務で来てるのよ。通しなさいよ。
そんな話は聞いていない。さあ、帰れ帰れ。
今ここを誰か通りませんでしたか？
ああ、バインが通ったな。彼はこの鉱山の主任だからな。お前らには関係ないだろう。
話にならんな。こやつ食ってやるか。
待ってよ。別な方法を考えよう。
Did we have anything we could use here?
火炎洞窟前まで首謀者を追ってきたのですが、兵士に止められて進めません。
なるほど。火炎洞窟前の兵だな。こちらから手を回す。しばらく待て。他に問題はないか？
村の住居内で住人と揉めた際に怪我人が出ています。
分かった。救護物資を送る。君は首謀者の確保を急げ。
はい。
火炎洞窟駐屯部隊だ。え？あ、はい。はい。了解いたしました。サギさんですね。失礼いたしました。どうぞお通りください。
Oh, am I gonna need ice? Lava caves.
よし。
Obtain crystal cudgel. An aroma cleanser has been fitted to the wall here.
時間の無駄だったな。
Okay. Really? I'll need 3 of these? Seems like this area would require more than 3. Oh, what's on the other side? Lava's erupting violently from this single isolated spot. Looks like we can draw the magnet essence of the lava. Yeah, sure. Oh, that's right. We read about their corpses being burned, but still could float in the water or in the lava. We can't get any closer with these rock flies. Yeah, where can I get some more de moche? I've only been able to get it from the one guy.
戦の結果だ。
Oh, I need more air de mouche. Okay. Thought maybe I could draw it out again, but nope. Impossible. See, one of those corpses, yes. If only I had one of those corpses. What is it? You want more air de mouche? Rockfight corpse, okay. Not that I know how I'm going to get in my corpse.
これは痛いわよ。はっ。
刀に力を。せいや。大したことなかったね。せいや。
ポンコツ人形じゃこうはいかないわね。
The rock flies are floating in the magma. Looks like we can draw the rock fly corpse essence. Oh, don't need more than one. Never know with this game. I don't know why he didn't give you more than 3. I mean, you need more than 3.
Yeah.
時間 間の無駄だったな。
You brought one, huh? Let us trade. Okay. Just a little bit of RPG busy work. Okay, Twin Ice Auger. Okay, 3, 2. She has nothing.
勝負だったな。
Oh, I mean, the remake's pretty good. Yeah, I think they did a good job with it. I think one of the better things about it is that they did add some quality of life features. So if you've already played it before, then you can turn on this custom set of rules. You know, you can turn on no encounters and instant KO. You can make the game speed and battle speed faster. You can turn on auto battle. Plus, the scaling looks pretty good. So even if you're playing on a 4K TV, you know, I think it looks pretty clear. You know, maybe even clearer than when we played it on the GameCube. so yeah, it's good. And it's also nice to have both games. You know, I thought there might be the possibility that they would only bring one of the games over, but yeah, it's in one nice little collection, and they did a good job with it. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I mean, I don't think you're gonna get anything. I don't think you're gonna get too much more out of it if you already own the version, you know, own the original versions on the GameCube and have a working GameCube. I mean, the only real thing you gain is convenience, because they haven't changed the core game. That's still stayed the same. So I'd say if you're happy with the way it looks right now and you have a good scaler that you're using with your GameCube, then yeah, I mean, I wouldn't buy it if you already own them. This is definitely for the folks that never had a chance to play the originals and don't want to pay the rather ridiculous prices to get to get a copy, you know, a used copy, sometimes even disc only. But me personally, yeah, my TV that I bought doesn't even have a component video anymore. There's no composite, no component. The only thing I have are 4 HDMI ports. So for me to hook up the GameCube with this, an unmodded GameCube, right? I don't have a modded GameCube, and I have to go through, you know, quite a bit of trouble, or buy a really expensive scaler. Which would be okay, but then, you know, there's a few things I would use with the scaler. You know, for me personally, like I bought the analog Super and the analog Genesis, just for those reasons too, just to have a Super Nintendo and a Genesis that worked with HDMI. But again, if you're lucky enough not to be, you know, to be in a situation where your TV works with it, the GameCube works, you know, your drive is still good, then yeah, don't buy this. That, and I personally only own the first game. I only own Eternal Wings. At one point in time, I owned Origin, but I don't know what happened to it. I've moved so many times, you know, through my life that, you know, I don't know if like a friend has it or I left it someplace. You know, who knows?
れ以上は逃げられない。
Yeah, personally, I like the way these upscaled images look too, like all the portraits and stuff. They're pretty crisp. Maybe not as crisp as running it through like the Dolphin emulator with the right settings. But again, for no hassle way to play this game, well, this is pretty good. Again, plus you get the quality of life improvements in case you just want to speed your way through.
うるさい。お前も見たんだろう。
Yeah, and I'm getting to move again, so who knows what I'm going to lose in between the next move.
毎日毎日来る日も来る日も来る日も火炎氷を掘り続けて、俺たちに残されたものは何だ。デートが払うわずかばかりの金と。
But I'd say this collection is good for for people who just kind of maybe they only got into a Monolith Soft game since Xenoblade on the Switch. Maybe they're curious about the other games that they have that Monolith Soft has made. And if you look at your options on what you can play that they have made in the past, I mean, it's very hard to play an old Monolith Soft game. We have no way of playing Xenosaga, right? Those are, there's no systems around, no online version, no nothing, right? They did some good work remastering the Xenoblade series, so you can play it on the Switch. With the exception of, Xenoblade Chronicles X. I guess that's just not going to happen ever. But yeah, this is one of those games that it would have been very, very hard for somebody. It's very, very hard for somebody to get a hold of it now if they want to play it.
仲間も大勢死んだ。おお、こんなのはたくさんだ。
Yeah, I think the good thing is that physical copies still exist. The bad thing is there's not that many. So if you're a fan and you actually want to own it, right, without having to emulate, then you're kind of have to have a lot of money, and then maybe cross your fingers that it runs up. You see it on eBay or someplace.
バインさん。
But I'm glad you're a fellow fan. I really love the first game, and this is the first time I've played this game.
何？
この霧。
Although, like I said, I've owned it. I just never actually really played it.
グムか。バインさんが首謀者があの怪物に。
Yeah, like I'm lucky enough to have a U.S. version of Saturn Bomberman and the Saturn version of Panzer Dragoon Saga, of which there was only 10,000 copies, because I was a big Saturn fan. So yeah, I'll probably never let go of those. But I don't even have a TV that I can hook my Saturn to. I guess I could buy an old TV just for that, or just get an upscaler. There's some new ones coming out, but those are like. I forget what the newest one was called, but I think it's going for like $350. So nothing to sneeze at. I mean, you can buy a whole console with just the cost of a scaler. In fact, I think it might be more expensive than that. I think that's where it starts.
状況がわからん。影が出たのか。
はい。首謀者が影に変身しました。
And then the same deal on the scalers. It's not like they produce like a lot of the scalers, so you kind of have to buy them when they get released. Because some people turn around and they try to resell them for some ridiculous cost. But then you yourself, if let's say you do get on the list, and you manage to get one, the next person down the road is not going to be able to get one either. So I don't know. The world of classic games is a very complicated one nowadays.
説明は後だ。詐欺、影は危険だ。そうなった以上、もう殺すしかない。
殺す。
そうだ、できるか。
でもあれはバインさんなんですよ。
やらなければ君が死ぬぞ。いや、君だけじゃない。そこにいる全員が死ぬ。
Oh yeah, I mean, if you want to stream, I think there are older capture cards. Like you could use like an older capture card with component inputs, so that's always a possibility. Although honestly, if you want to have good image quality, then yeah, you're gonna look into getting a scaler, external scaler if you don't already have one. Then if you've really gone crazy with your systems, mod them to have like your old Super Nintendo or Genesis, mod them so that they have SCART inputs, or sorry, yeah, SCART cables. Various ways to do that. Just because you'll get a cleaner signal than you would if you're using the native component cables, from back in the day. But it can be done, and there's an audience out there for like the core classic games. I don't know if it's a big audience, to be honest with you, but I think it's out there. The thing about streaming is that I think it's more really about personality than the games, right? Because I think there's like a lot of channels out there that just do no commentary gameplay, and I think they do okay, but it seems like the most popular commentary or the most popular streaming out there has to have a personality behind it. It's like listening to it's like going to a concert and having a DJ versus having a jukebox, right? You have a jukebox, you still get the music, but you don't have the talent behind it to sort of spin it around and transform it. So that's really where the difficulty lies.
わかりました。やってみます。
Yeah, unfortunately, streaming cards are expensive. The scaler is expensive, and the streaming cards are expensive. And yeah, I mean, you definitely need a PC, for sure. You could get some. You don't need like a powerful PC. That's the thing. You can get like an old Dell or something off of eBay, and as long as it has. As long as it's still in the i3 territory, Intel i3 or an i5 or something like that, something fairly cheap, you can still slap a capture card in there. But it's work for sure. I mean, doing this kind of thing seems like something that would be easy. But getting the microphones and the amps, if you want to be like super professional, then having the system set up, setting up a schedule for your audience, because I think a lot of people like to have a regular schedule. They want to be able to know when somebody's going to stream, what they're going to stream ahead of time. There's a lot to it. It sort of becomes a job after a while, and I think that's what turns away a lot of streamers. Is that they kind of think, well, I'll just play games. What I normally do. I'm playing games anyway. Why don't I stream too? But it can be very, very complicated, and you'd also have to deal with. Maybe deal with not the right word, but you'd also have to learn to expect both the good thing about streaming, right? Sometimes you get friendly audiences and people that are really helpful, and the bad thing about streaming, where you'll get trolls or people who just generally don't like you and become super weirdly obsessed with you. So there's something about putting yourself out there in the public eye that there's a price to that, right? So if you're happy with that. If you think you can do that, then that's great. I say I always join the crowd. Like I never really turn people away from streaming if they want to do it. I'm not competing with you. I do this for fun, and whether or not people tune in or not, it doesn't really matter to me. But if you want to make a living out of it, then it is a fair amount of work, right? It's a lot of if you want to do live streaming, even then all the setups fairly complicated and expensive, right? You dedicate the time to it. And then if you want to do edited videos, you know, obviously you'll need editing software, and there's a lot of time involved in that. So, you know, I'd say really think about it. You know, if it's in your heart and soul, you want to do it, I say go for it. Don't worry about the fancy mic at first, or even your picture quality at first. You know, just kind of put your stuff out there, see how you feel about it, see if you like the schedule, and then as you gain some viewerships and people start paying attention to you and start following you, then see if you can invest more into the equipment and raise the bar on your quality. Yeah, I certainly don't follow my example. I do nothing to foster my community. I expect people to watch any of my streams like after. Like, I don't expect people to watch my live streams. I'm never like, I never like ask people to come on and chat. You know, exchange with each other. You won't find me doing the whole like, subscribe, and click the whatever. But if you do want to do that, just bear in mind that that's kind of part of the gig.
ギロ、ミリー、行くよ。
Yeah, this is a it's such a niche game too. It's like I'm honestly surprised that this got released. I really never expected these games to get re-released. I can't imagine this thing sold very well either. Just like the originals. The originals didn't sell very well. But those of us who played the original game and loved it, I mean, it means a lot to us. But if your kind of RPG is like Final Fantasy VII, maybe this isn't going to do it for you, Sword of Thirst. They probably could have used a better name. Really doesn't stand the test of time, the Sword of Thirst. This poor guy. Gotta do it. Has to be done. What's this feeling? Something tells me not to kill it. Because it's Bane? Oh, and I will say about these editions, unless you own the Japanese version, you're getting the Japanese voice, right? There's no option for the English voices, because quite frankly, the English voices kind of sucked. They recorded under such low quality. I mean, it sounds like they filmed, or they recorded all the audio work in like somebody's closet. Like, there's a lot of sound bouncing around in there. I mean, it's not a great quality, audio as far as the voices go. So personally, I think that's a bonus. Here comes trouble. Wouldn't say Valara is a good shot. Oh, we're going to the other timeline.
クヤムはワイズマンを支持するそうだ。
このままじゃみんなマグナスにされるわ。ラサラスみたい。
当たり前だろ。それがワイズマンの狙いなんだ。
マーノ、どうした？
はい。
最近ぼんやりすることが多いが、体の調子でも悪いのか？
Yeah, well, he's only caught in between timelines. Other than that, he's fine.
疲れているのよ。ここのところずっと村や町を回っていたんだもの。
おいらゆっくり休みたいな。
みんな疲れているとは思うが時間がないんだ。次はクヤムへ行こう。ワイズマンに直訴するしかない。それ以外止める道はない。話はこれで終わりだ。みんなゆっくり休もう。
You heard about this Wiseman guy all the time, but just what sort of person is he, really? If he's so keen on disembodying everybody, he must not have a body either, right? Makes you wonder. I'd like to get just one look at him. You are always so close. I'm jealous. Or you all are so close. I'm jealous. All my children ever do is fight. No matter how many times I yell, they just never stop. I wish they'd take a look at you. You all's fine example. Oh, interesting way of speaking.
Yo, 砂食い殺しのマーノ様。どうした？近頃落ち着かないな。なんか悩み事か？話してみろよ。俺が相談に乗ってやるぜ。
別にそういうわけじゃないです。
Let's get some advice.
そうだね。ここがどこなのか聞いてみよう。ここどこなんです？なんていう浮島なんですか？
またその話か？やっぱりおかしいぞお前。いや、その前にだ。まずその言葉遣いをやめろよ、水くせえ。
はい、わかりました。
そうじゃねえだろ。
わかった。
それでいい。俺たちは兄弟なんだ。変な遠慮すんなよ。おっといけねえ。戻ったらガキどもの相手をする約束だったんだ。悪いなマーノ。また後でな。
結局ここはどこなんだろ
何あの男、勝手に喋って勝手にどっか行っちゃうし。
ギロ、どうかした？
いや、なんでもない。
It seems we were all a bit too slow to save Rassalas. Even without reading your heart, one look at your glum face tells me all I need to know. Don't let it get to you. It's not like they're dead. They'll find a new sort of happiness. Rain is leaking in from the ceiling. The water is freezing cold. Looks like we can draw the mana essence of freezing rain. As a mana essence I would never draw. Freezing rain sucks. In fact, you just had freezing rain here 2 months ago.
ワイズマンに会いに行くですって？どうして？
決まってるじゃないか。 マグナス化をやめさせるためだ。俺たち人の心の力は強くなりすぎた。特にワイズマンは桁外れ、人までマグナス化してしまうんだからな。フィスだって聞いただろう。もうラサラスもやられたんだ。
分かってる。でもどうしてあなたが行かなきゃいけないの？ワイズマンが本当に危険ならクヤムの人たちが放っておかないはずでしょ。
クヤムの連中はワイズマンを支持し始めたよ。みんな自分の心の力に溺れてしまってる。だから問題なんだ。
なんか揉めてるみたい。気づかれないうちに離れよう。
Yeah, let's go. It's polite. Okay, well, we stop it there. This is meowmurai, and you've been watching Baten Kaitos Origins running on Nintendo Switch. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.